All right, everyone ready? All
Yo.
right.
Nah, dog. I'm eating fruit snacks.
All right. We'll wait for you to finish your giant ass bag
I'm
of fruit
fine,
snacks.
dude.
I know, I'm
fine.
kidding, dude. I'm fucking joking. We're back.
Motherfucker.
We're back from our sponsor, and we have a different guest here. Zawarudo went to go praise the Orange Jesus, and
He's gonna
we have
go
Todd
play
in here
Destiny?
now. Yeah. He said Destiny. Funny. You're funny, you know that?
Well, you said RN Jesus.
Yeah, I did. So maybe
Oh.
praying to that Destiny? Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
Destiny 2.
Oh, yeah,
Destiny
that's
2.
coming out this year. You ready for that E3 reveal? Dude, we gotta react to that.
Dude, I can't wait for E3. Just to
when is
fucking
E3?
shit all over
June.
July? July?
June.
One of the
Okay.
J's.
It's June. What?
One of the J's.
Yes, it's June. Like June, like 10 through something. It's like in the middle of June or some shit.
Okay.
Anyways, we're back for more of the Breath of the Wild talk, and we'll jump right into the Switch talk right after. We're gonna switch over to the newest console that came out from Nintendo.
That was a shitty snap. That was a good one.
There you go.
Honestly, unless you put some reverb on that snap, it's not gonna sound as good. Did you know that if you don't have your Joy-Cons on
Hmm?
and you have headphones in and you put your Joy-Cons on, every time you put in a Joy-Con, it makes that snap noise?
Yeah.
Ooh,
I didn't know that.
that's cool.
Like, cause I was doing it when I was playing. Well, we're going on a tangent. I literally, well, let's.
It's okay.
I guess
We can
talk
go.
about that later.
Yeah.
We fucking Todd snaps and we're going on a fucking tangent about fucking snap sound. I'm gonna do what I did before break and just stuff my mouth full of food so I can't talk.
So I guess we'll go through briefly our weeks since we really went through Zawarudo's. So, we'll start with you, Todd. What have you been doing?
All right.
Besides
I
breath.
mean, the obvious that stank breath. I think that's pretty much it. I got my limited edition in the mail.
Nice.
What was it?
Hey.
It was a couple of days ago, which comes with the Master Sword. It was a
That's pretty
European.
fast for.
I was blown away, man, because he
Wait.
shipped it like 2 days over from Italy to me.
I
It was-
hope you
super fast.
give that guy a good fucking eBay rating.
Oh, I did, for sure.
Wait. I gotta ask, man. Is the freaking sword like rubber as it looks? Like, is it bendable?
Yes. Like
Oh my God.
if you were to flick the sword, it would go wah 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 wah.
Oh, God.
And so it's like so it's a lava fet.
But the base is really like it feels really nice. Like
Yeah, I heard the base is good.
the base is really thick, like it's really heavy and shit like that. So you don't feel like it's like a McDonald's toy or anything. And the sword, like, I can't imagine people are gonna be like, oh yeah, I didn't buy it or I don't want it because the sword's rubber. When it's like you're not gonna be fucking with it. It's a
That's me, man. I don't like that rubber look. Because if someone can bend it and someone like fucks around with your sword, you know, like while you're not in your room or something, they could really like mess it up. You know, I don't want that shit happen.
That's why you also buy a baseball bat.
exactly.
Oh yeah.
You threaten everybody that comes into your room and say you fuck with my sword and I'll stab you with the real sword on my wall.
Do that. That's for sure. I can't do that shit with my
But yeah, so I got that. That comes with the soundtrack as well, which is I'm super happy about because I really like the music in Breath.
Nice. Nice.
I think that's pretty much it. I've just been playing Zelda. There's a lot to it.
Yeah. We'll definitely talk
Want
more
to talk
about
about that? Y'all want to go off on your tangent since we kind of already started it before the break?
about
I mean, we could start with Breath and then just end and like switch it.
Yeah, we'll I mean, unless you guys want to go through your weeks, because my
Just
week's gonna go off of breath immensely. I'm gonna talk about other stuff. So
okay, so we'll save those for last then,
all
I
right,
guess. Yeah. So, Breath. Todd, you want to start this off? What do you think of Breath so far?
Well, as critical as I am on like Zelda series, I'm like big fan. The honeymoon phase isn't really over. Like I've been playing, it's been out for a while. I started playing like 2 days after it came out, and I'm still like really, like every day, like I'm in Discord with the guys, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Are you fucking serious? Like I'm just like, I don't know. I really think they outdid themselves at this one. Of course, there are some things that really fucking annoy me, but like I don't know. So far I'm really enjoying it. I love the fact there's so much shit to do. I also really like the fact that they don't hold your hand, like, and I'm not saying like hold your hand where they like there's linear shit to do.
Peter
saying, like,
Molyneux.
I like the fact that like they just throw you into a world. There's a little bit of story, and then like after you're done with that, they're just like, go do whatever the fuck you want, do whatever.
You know, there's
You
one
know,
thing I
do whatever
liked
the
that
fuck
I
you want.
forgot to mention before the break was
Mhm.
how short the kind of the tutorial was. Like how short it was. Like
Oh yeah.
the stamina tutorial. Like I never played Skyward Sword, but from what I understand, when they were trying to teach you what the stamina was, you had to climb up a roof or whatever to help a guy get his cat or chicken.
Yeah.
And this one, it's like, you want to get out of your little your bedroom, you got to climb that wall, and you're like, oh, I guess I have stamina, and that's all they did. That's how they explained it. They're just like, here's something you can't jump.
Yeah.
I thought it was
I think they
really
might have been watching
straightforward.
Eagle Raptor's sequelitis, man. I think that's what it was.
That guy does have reach, so
As much as I do feel like, I don't know. I've heard a lot of shit about the stamina thing for it, like how people are bitching about the stamina, and I can bitch along with them. Like, I think stamina is a fucking shit thing to have. Like, it limits you, but I feel like in breath, for the most part, with the exception of sprint, I feel like it's realistic. It kind of fits itself. And like climbing, like I haven't really had a problem with it. Like, of course, you'll get to the top and be like, no, and you don't have any stamina and you fall down, you know. But I feel like for the most part, it's manageable. If like you fall the first time, you can be like, all right, well, let's figure out where to go. Let's figure out if like there's another way for me to get around. It's just
or
like,
let's build a bunch of stam elixirs, climb up halfway until you're about to run out,
Exactly.
hit pause, fucking drink while you're on the fucking wall somehow.
well, there's also some like this is kind of borderline spoilery, but like there's like a mini game or whatever where you use
Oh, that's nice.
your wind glider and you can run out of stamina, and that also works for that too. So I like also I watched Hawk's video with one of the shrines or whatever, and like I was the guy who went in that shrine and I did the ball thing, whatever, without spoiling that, but I did the actual way to do the shrine. Then I saw the way you do it, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
You know what? I actually, before Hawk got there, I had
You were
made
so
it to
casual about it too. You were just like, oh, that's a
no, because I
easy
had
way to
shown
do it.
Hawk my video where I was like Hawk evolutionized how I did it. Because what I did is I like tried to do a portal physics thing where like I turned it upside down and then tilted it to the left so it'd start rolling down, and then like quickly turn it to the right so it would ramp up.
Oh yeah.
And then Hawk just turned it into a bat, which was so much fun.
so fucking crazy, man. I was just like, what the fuck? And you did it so like easy. You're just like, that's how you do it, or something like that.
Wait,
My-
Hawk, were you just fucking around there, or did
No,
did
I
you
like
actually-
because I kind of like I watched how Ender did it, and it kind of like sparked an idea I had,
Yeah.
and
And a lot of people did a lot of things for that.
yeah.
I did the legit way, and I was ripping my dick.
I
Man.
tried doing that. I'm like, no, no.
Another cheat that a lot of people did is they like let the ball respawn, but they tilted it so it just fell into the last hallway.
Oh,
Yeah,
All
you
I
can
gotta
also.
say. Oh, go ahead, Hog.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say like you can kind of like do it like as if you're using a frying pan. You can just like toss up the fucking ball all the way to the end too. You can do that too. That's like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
tilt it to the end and then just fling that motherfucker
Fling,
across.
yeah.
That's what I did. Like I had to like you were asleep, Todd. I had to like fucking upload an unlisted video, send it to everybody, and then delete it so you wouldn't see it. And then Josh called it saying Todd's gonna do it the right way, and then we're gonna be like, oh, this is how Ender did it. But luckily Hawk uploaded the video, so now you just saw Hawk do it. You're like,
It was just like, what the fuck? No, because I didn't have a hard time with it, because like I had played that fucking that fucking piece of shit marble game from
Pokemon Pinball.
no, from Twilight Princess. And Twilight Princess is a marble game in
Oh
Dude,
the
I
yeah.
suck
the
at those
fishing
kind of things.
place. And that shit sucks, dude. It's the worst. It's 10 times worse than that shrine. And it's like, so I was just like sitting at the edge of my bed, just like, all right, next go to. So I got it, and fucking, I just watched Hawk's video, and I was like, "Are you fucking serious? Are you fucking? You did it so casual." I was just like, "Wow."
Oh. Yeah.
I'm like, yep, that's how you do it.
I mean, that's another thing I gotta praise about the game. Like, and I'm trying not to be a biased Zelda fucking asshole, but like the shrines, man. Like at first I was just like 120 of these things, and like these are gonna start to get stale. Like, but I've done like a good chunk of them. I've done a good like, I don't know, maybe 20, 30 of them, and then like each time I go into, I'm like anticipating going into another one. Like some of them are pretty bland, but then some of them are just like super fucking creative, and even like finding some Korok seeds and shit like that. Like I like some of these are so fucking creative. Like the puzzles are so fucking creative.
And the thing about the Korok seeds is they don't tell you like, oh, you got to gather these. It's just like you'll
Dude.
just notice something. Like any like person who's played a video game will be like, there's something funny about them rocks, or there's something funny about that tree. You go over there, and then the fucking buddy's like, hey,
Yeah.
find my buddies.
Some of them are pretty rough too.
Oh,
I think the worst out of it is I'm one of those assholes. I bought the strategy guide because I like having those. Like I like the art and stuff.
Hey,
like
there's some good art in them.
Yeah.
And that's a dying thing, dude. Eventually, there won't be strategy guides, so
Oh yeah.
they're pretty
Bye.
much collector's items as they are.
I learned how to draw from Nintendo Power and those Prima guides. So like they're kind of, there's something nice for me to have. But I ended up getting one, and it comes with a big poster, and on the back of the poster is all the Korok seed locations. And at first I'm just like, I'm gonna go through the zones. You know what I mean? I'm gonna try to find all the shrines. I'm gonna try to find all the seeds that I possibly can, explore every little, sector, and whatever I miss, then I'll look back on the map, and then I'll circle, what I got and shit like that, and try to get all the seeds because I'm trying to go for 100%. But there are some that are really fucking rough, and they just show you as dots. You know what I mean? The dots on the map, so you have to still do the puzzle and find out how to do it and stuff.
Oh yeah.
But there's one seed right now I'm missing that is just beating my ass. It's like
Beating
frustrating.
your ass.
Dude, it's beating my ass. It's so frustrating. And I can't figure out. And the worst thing is that nobody in the internet knows. Like
Oh,
there's
shit.
no forums, there's nothing about it. So it's just like it's just in time I'll wait. But aside from that, like, yeah, if this wasn't a Zelda game, I would think it would just be like
A really good game.
a really good start of another franchise or something. It's incredibly
Like if it was
special and
like,
creative. And I
It'll
love
do.
it.
If this was It'll Do.
Yeah, it was like an It'll Do. Well, It'll Do is kind of just like a.
I know. But if this was It'll Do.
Yeah, if it was like some Steam game that was like, oh, check out this game. It's
Inspired by Zelda.
yeah, it's just really good. It's a really fun game and addicting as fuck. I don't feel like it's a hassle. One of my biggest fears was that I would feel like it would be empty, like because there's so much. But like the emptiest spaces in the world itself usually have like wildlife and things to gather and some sort of Korok seed shit, or horses or something like
Honestly.
that. It's really nice.
Honestly, the emptiness fits into what the story is. Not gonna get into spoilers, but it makes
yeah.
sense to me at
Yeah.
least.
Yeah.
Well, it's also a little bit more realistic. It's not like Hyrule Field is so cluttered. You know what I mean? Like in Majora's, well, not Majora's, in Twilight Princess and Ocarina of Time and stuff like that. It tends to be like cluttered, and things are kind of like budgeted, if I use that, like into like an area, where in this game it's just like you can have the entirety of Twilight Princess as just a field of empty field with trees and shit, and it's nice.
It's a breath of fresh air.
It literally is.
Considering all the games that have been coming out, like this year has been stacked. like
Yeah.
compared to last year, because I always thought everyone's like, oh, 2016 sucked. I was like, oh no, there's a couple games I played in 2016 that I really enjoyed. But now I'm like, is this what every year was before? Because I used to get like one game a year, and now I'm just
Yeah.
like, dude, I can't hold all these games.
There's all these fucking like delayed titles just having to come out all like this year, pretty much.
Delayed, sure.
Yeah.
They're probably like, let's not compete with the holiday rush, and we'll just go into this dry period. But then everybody went to
Goes
the
to
dry
the
period. So it's not a dry period anymore.
Nope.
It's a fucking
Yeah, 'cause-
disgusting, stinking wet period.
You have to remember. Breath of the Wild was delayed originally from
Yeah.
and it was only
Oh,
for the
dude.
Wii U.
All
originally.
the inventory complaints, dude. I bet you when it was originally designed for Wii U, I bet you the Wii U originally had like awesome inventory management on the tablet, and the tablet was going to be your Sheikah slate, and they had to take it out because they couldn't give the Wii U. They couldn't make the Wii U version have a feature that the Switch didn't. Because why the fuck would you sell the inferior version on the better console? It just seems to make sense. Like that was probably their original intention in design. Because the inventory pisses me off. You guys already heard me say about that. How do you feel about the inventory, Todd?
I'm gonna be that dick. I don't mind it. Mostly
So
because
when you want to pick up this badass shield from a chest,
I
and it's like
exchange
your
it with
inventory
something
is
else.
full.
I exchange it
Yeah,
with
but
something else.
you have to take your 30 seconds, hit pause. Oh, I was in the goddamn materials, so I have to hit left 10,000 times till I get to my shields because I can't just hit bumper to switch
No, you don't.
categories.
You just fucking hold the analog down.
What are you talking about?
You just hold
You
the
hold it
analog
down.
in a direction and you can
No,
go
we're
fast.
talking about
Dropping a
dropping your
shield?
shield.
Oh, dropping it? Like,
Yeah.
it's not that big of a deal. Just drop it.
But you
You just
can't just
scroll
drop
over.
it.
You just scroll over and then you look. I'm pressing pause right now. You scroll over to
Yeah.
shield. Boop.
But you have to do
And
that.
then
And if
you
I was in
drop
the
it.
category all the way to the right, dude, I have a lot of materials. I don't cook enough.
Yeah.
I have like 3 pages of materials.
No,
so
that's
it
what I'm
takes me
saying. If
forever.
I have 7 pages of materials.
Oh my
and
God.
I scroll over super fast. Just like, look, I'll just.
Well,
I'm all
listen,
the way
maybe
in the
you should
car,
be playing the
and
rhythm
then I
games,
just
huh?
scroll the fuck over with the analog, and then it's right on shield.
Yeah, but it takes forever.
That's quite a bit. It's a little tedious. But it's not a big deal in my opinion.
It's not
I
a
mean,
big deal.
The
but
only
that's
way I feel
my
like they
biggest
could
deal.
make it better is if they fucking just made it bumper, because you could just hit the bumper.
Yeah,
faster.
that's what one of my
But
complaints
I
was.
can see what it is. As far as inventory, like I could see, and like I said, I can empathize with people who are like, "Yo, inventory fucking sucks, and the stamina fucking sucks."
I
My
like the
biggest complaint
stamina,
with the
though.
stamina, but so do I. But my biggest problem with the stamina is the sprint stamina. You can swim with heavy ass armor on and a weapon and shield, but yet when you sprint, it's like, no,
No.
this shit's gonna drain super fast.
Yep.
I feel like if it drained the same speed as like when you're swimming, it'd be like, okay, all right, that's fine. But yeah, aside from that, the stamina bar I feel like fits. The inventory, if you're collecting Korok seeds, which I imagine they give you a fucking giant ass world, even if you're not doing like 100% or even bothering with Korok seeds, you're gonna inevitably stumble on something. So you'll fucking get a couple. You can actually start the quest fairly early in the game and talk to the NPC who actually lets you expand your inventory by 3, I think it is. And then you have 10 slots right there. That's what I'm running off until you can probably just go to the fucking actual zone that he's in and even expand it.
Are you
even
talking
further.
about Big Murakama?
Yeah.
I'm using code names because I don't
Yeah.
fucking know if people. That guy's
Oh, yeah.
cool.
I got
like
like
that guy.
10 slots right now. I keep like some big dick DPS weapons in the top slots, and then the bottom slots are generally like bullshit weapons. I usually rotate a lot of weapons out, and I'm picking up everything, like even shitty weapons, not branches, but like shitty weapons and
You
shit
can throw
like
them
that.
at
And I'm
people.
yeah, I mean, like, there's a spoiler, but fucking, I don't give a shit. Like, little small
spoiler
weapon.
is you can throw.
Well, no, the spoiler is that you can actually, if you have a small, like, low-end metal weapon, you can throw the metal weapon at enemies, and if it's raining and like shit like that, lightning will strike them and stuff like that. So, like, there's different environmental things you can do with that. I actually read today that you can actually throw rusted weapons into Octoroks as they inhale, and they'll spit it back out as a new weapon.
What?
Yeah, I read that
What
today.
the fuck is an octorok? Oh, Quiet's,
Also,
Quiet's like, I gotta test this out.
fucking. Also, if you're burning grass, like if you somehow manage to burn grass, you can actually use the updraft.
Burning
Yeah,
grass.
exactly.
Only at
If you-
Xbox.
If you burn grass, you can actually use the updraft from, like, it creates an updraft. You can use that with your wing.
Are you kidding me? That's
Nope.
nuts.
So there's a lot of cool ass shit that like I was reading and like some of it I've discovered myself as well.
The
Yeah.
yeah. There's also like, I don't know. When I zoomed out that Sheikah Slate the first time, it was crazy. Oh yeah, I remember what I wanted to say. Do you know what I want Nintendo to make? So the Moroccan Man we're talking about.
Yes.
I want. So you know those little hula girls that you put on the front of your car?
Oh,
yeah.
fuck yeah.
Oh yeah.
I want the
I'd
fucking
definitely
Moroccan
get one.
Man.
Dashboard thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I want him to be wearing a coconut bra.
What the fuck? Yeah, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. I really do like the fact that, you know, yeah, like we kind of mentioned this already, sort of, but that it's the fact that like it feels very open worldish. It's not very, you know, linear at all. Like you can do what the fuck you want, pretty much. You can go pretty much any zone you want.
You know what's weird is like, I have heard something new that's not spoiler related about Breath of the Wild every single day since its release. Like, oh, this works. This is something neat that works. Like that updraft thing,
Yeah.
or the fucking bamboozled thing, or whatever. That is nuts. Like, I feel like there's a bunch of secrets in this game that people are just having to communicate, and the fact that it's lasted this long without people just knowing everything already, it's pretty crazy.
I would venture to say that there's actually secrets that even guidebooks and stuff like that don't have. Like for instance, today, I looked on the fucking map when I was actually like gathering Korok seeds and shit, and I got a Korok seed that wasn't on the map. Like it wasn't listed. So either it's a typo or not a typo, but a fuck up, or
because typos aren't fuck ups.
well, no, like this is a like a legitimate fuck up.
Yeah.
Like it's already out there. You can't edit it. It's way out there and sold to people. So like people are like, oh yeah, I bought the strategy guide, and it's like one thing. There's actually a Korok seed that's not listed on the guide. What am I supposed to do about that? Find it yourself, asshole.
Oh, where?
But there's 900 of these. Get good.
Yeah.
The world is so big, though.
Yeah, it's your problem, not mine.
You bought the game. You and bought it. That's all you gotta do about it.
You bought it.
You
Get
bought
out
it.
of my studio. And he just like snaps his fingers. Fucking two big ass Asian men come up and like pick you up.
What have we been spending our spirit orbs on, by the way?
I've been so far. I like every time I do 2 hearts, I do 1 stamina.
2 hearts,
That's
1
probably pretty
stamina?
good.
Yeah.
I've only done it twice, and I went stamina both times. No regrets, even though a lot of shit one-shots me.
Well, I mean, there are things that will one-shot you, even if you have like a good amount of hearts. I feel like,
Yeah.
or maybe two hits, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Like
fucking
mini
crazy.
bosses.
What fucking food do you have to cook to get the yellow hearts?
Radish.
Radish and like truffles as well.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
And
Because-
what's that one other one I think gives you extra cooking for increased number of hearts it restores? Oh, never mind. That ain't it.
But yeah, because I've been seeing that. I'm like, oh, increase my defense. Oh wait, no, that just gives me a gray shirt thingy.
It's pretty fucking good, too. But it also does more justice to just learn how to get like not dodge, because you can't really dodge in this game, but learn just how
Parry
enemies fight.
timings.
Yeah, how enemies fight.
Or
Because there's
how-
some enemies that would just be like, "Yo, what about this move?" And then like you get one-shotted.
Yeah. Yeah. I had to like fight one of the craziest bosses like in a shrine or some
Just
shit.
throw bombs at them.
That won't work.
Shrine bosses aren't that hard. You'll fight a lot harder stuff in the game later on.
Like Todd's dad. You're
you
not
go to
really
the-
fighting him. You just gotta use your fucking Sheikah slate to get him off the couch.
Wait, Quiet. Did you go to
Yeah.
the shrine that's in the middle of the ocean?
Where?
Oh, I know it. I know.
Wait.
Is that the one
I
you
don't
were
want
talking
spoilers. I don't want to.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm just gonna leave it at
There
that.
are a few.
I'm
There are a
leaving.
few out there that
Yeah, I'm
I
leaving it-
did
Yeah.
visit.
I want to leave it at that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go into the ocean.
That's
the
the one
ocean.
you were talking about.
Yeah, I actually did. Yeah.
Yeah, it's called the major test of strength. There's one called minor test of strength, and then
There's one that's called a humble test of strength.
Yeah.
I've faced pretty much all of them, but I don't know if I've seen all of them yet because some of them kind of like repeat itself.
I like how you guys aren't calling them by what they are, which is like a naganamanagadabadula.
Yeah.
Fucking
Code names and shit.
Summon Cthulhu so it can pee on your Sheikah slate. But
Yeah.
But speaking of hard though, like I have to ask, like, is this game like Nintendo's Dark Souls to you guys?
If it has
well, you got stamina.
yes.
You got parries and a shield.
I
I
don't
feel
see
like
it
You got
as a Dark
weapons. You got.
Souls.
There are
weapons
some
there,
elements
though.
I see.
I'm making a joke, dude.
There are-
those-
I'm not saying it's exactly like Dark Souls.
There
but
are
is it
some
kinda
elements,
like
I will say.
Nintendo's Dark Souls. to you
I don't
guys?
think so.
No, because
I
okay.
honestly.
No, but like there are some elements of Dark Souls in there. Like for example, when you fight one of the major bosses and you die, you come back, you go back in there, and the boss instantly like respawns there. That's Dark Souls right
But
there.
that's not a Dark Souls thing.
Well, yeah, I
That's-
mean,
like
but you see it in
RPG.
Dark Souls. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, just because of, but that's not a Dark Souls thing. Like the only way I would say that this game would be Dark Souls is if you died, you dropped all your loot, and you had to go back to.
Oh
where
yeah, you don't drop your
were
loot. Yeah,
from.
that's not that hard. It's not that harsh.
You had to go get your like.
And plus, like,
it shows it on the Sheikah slate.
and
as
the
an
auto saves
so.
and the auto saves are really like lenient too, or like the checkpoints or whatever are very lenient. So it's not like you have to like come
Very
back.
smart.
Yeah, it's got pretty smart autosave. You can't too bad you can't like rotate your saves, but I think the autosaves kind of do that for you anyway.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's not that much to worry about.
I don't feel it's Dark Souls. Like I don't think Nintendo
I-
cares
I-
about
Well,
Dark Souls.
well, it's
I
not
snip-
being exactly like Dark Souls, but kind of like just Nintendo's version of it, is what I'm
I
saying.
hate that
I
comparison.
think,
to be
yeah, I don't
honest.
think it's like Dark Souls. I think what it is, if you're gonna sum it up, or if I'm gonna, what the fuck, if I'm gonna sum it up, I feel like it's just like the Nintendo's effigy that is an RPG. Like it's just they put it out there and it's like this is what we wanted Zelda to be since the beginning. That's what I think it is.
This is the next step
Yeah.
since to Ocarina. Ocarina was the last huge step, and then this is the next big step.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah, I
makes
can see that. I can see that because they've been repeating the Ocarina of Time like kind of formula for quite a
Mhm.
bit.
Yeah, I mean, but that's what they'd had to work with. Now, like I said this before it was out, I was like, you could kind of see it in Aonuma's eyes. Like, it's like, this is kind of what they wanted Zelda to be, this fucking massive world where, you could adventure and do whatever. And now that they can do it, hence you have, like, Skyrim coming out on fucking Switch. Please do a Monster Hunter. It's just like, those kind of games are now a reality to Nintendo, and it's fucking awesome.
Speaking of Zelda, what do you think of the voice acting, Todd?
I have. All right, so I'm in my 5th zone, right? And when I
Yeah.
say zone, those little, obviously you know what a zone is, but like, I call them
The
zones
things,
because I play
towers,
too much
tower
WoW.
reveals.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm in my 5th fucking
Towers.
zone, and I've gone through 2, without being a spoiler, I've gone through 2 cinematics, through the story progression, or quest progression of voice acting, and I think it doesn't make me cringe. I think there are
Alright.
maybe about 3 voice actors of the characters that I've seen that are like, damn, that's pretty good. That suits the character. And then the other ones are kind of like, all right, you know what I mean? Like, for instance, in my opinion, Zelda's voice actor kind of gets obnoxious.
I
Yeah,
like
but-
Zelda's dad.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, I liked
Yeah.
his voice, or the voice actor for him. But yeah, I mean, like, there's a couple of them that are like, oh, it suits them. It's not cringy. It's nice. It's good for that character. And then some of them I'm just kind of like, whatever. But it doesn't make me cringe. I don't hate it so far. You know what I mean? And there's not enough voice acting in the game from where I am for me to be like, oh god damn it, there's some cinematic every fucking 50 minutes or 20 minutes, 30 minutes or whatever where I'm fucking constantly listening to an annoying thing. Even if they annoy you, I imagine it's only like I don't know, 10% of what you're going to be doing in the game.
What's cool about it is with every time when you get a cutscene, you can actually you have like an option to replay it in like one of the little like movie archives or something like that, which is kind of nice.
Yeah.
In case you want to watch
So,
it.
so if you want to, you could watch it, know what's going on, and then your second playthrough, play it in like Nipponese or Italian or German or whatever you set your fucking Switch console to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess you could do that. Huh.
It's not bad.
Or you just watch their YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
If it was in Japanese, I think my dick would get hard. Like, because like when I was watching the cinematic or the trailer or whatever,
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
was just like, I was like felt my heartbeat. I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be so good, guys. It's like, you know, like it just sounded so good, and I really like the Japanese language when it comes to like voicing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I don't mind the English so far.
It's nice
We'll
that
see.
it's nice that they actually put like some accents in there too.
Yeah. I don't feel like that's one thing or another thing. I don't feel like the game's half-assed. I could tell that they had to budget like certain elements of the game where it's just like, we need this to run. But
On 2 consoles.
yeah, on 2 consoles. But like, I'll speak because I haven't played it on Wii U. So I'll speak for Switch. Like, there's certain areas that could use more, you know what I mean? Like use more detail and stuff like that.
It
but
makes me
it doesn't
super
take away
excited.
for me.
It makes me super excited for the next Zelda.
Hmm.
Whenever that comes out, because it's not going to come out on Wii U, and like knowing how well this one was done, despite coming out on the Wii U. Not saying the Switch is a powerhouse, but it is more powerful than a Wii U. So knowing that it'll be able to take full advantage of the Switch software would be nice if it comes out on Switch. Otherwise,
Good.
It
Yeah,
could.
the Switch too.
GameCube had GameCube had 2 Zelda games.
Yeah, we had 2 Zelda games.
what if
Wait,
they give
Wii?
us a Skyward
Yeah,
Sword
'cause Skyward
remaster
Sword.
on Switch?
Skyward Sword
Skyward
and
Sword and-
I'd like it. I'd like this. I like a Skyward Sword remaster, to be honest with you, because the first one's
Without the
controls
motion
were
controls?
cock. Yeah, the first one's controls were shit. Like I
Can you
like
imagine
Skyward
though?
Sword.
You had to play with motion controls though, so you had to.
No,
play
but you
with,
wouldn't. They would rejigger it, and it would just play like Breath of the Wild.
They would make it look really good. They would actually be able to make it like a high resolution pastel fucking watercolor art scheme that Skyward Sword was, and then make it run nice, make it feel nice when you play it, and maybe change the colors of the clouds when you're in the sky so they don't look like fucking doo-doo marshmallows. It would be nice. Like, I don't know. That'd be cool.
But I was saying like we also had 2 Zelda games, which is Twilight Princess and.
But technically, that was designed.
I know,
on-
but it's the
on
same
GameCube.
case here though. So
Yeah.
we'll definitely. So that means we'll definitely see another Zelda game because I have a feeling the Switch will be around for a long time. The reason why we've only seen one game from Wii U because the Wii U failed. So
Yeah.
The Switch
wouldn't-
is the Wii U too.
I wouldn't say the Wii U failed. I just think it just didn't live up to potential to most people.
It
Didn't live
make a
up to
lot
the
of
Wii.
money. How about that? How about that?
Yeah.
Don? It
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
make a lot of money.
it didn't make a lot of money.
It didn't fail, but yeah, it did all right.
Yeah, it did okay.
It did okay. It had good games. It had good games.
I mean, what we can only just compare it to like previous sales and other consoles out on that. I think it just did okay. It
Yeah.
just didn't live up to like my standards, other people's standards. We talked about this like a couple of podcasts ago, if not last podcast. You know, I've enjoyed my fucking Wii U.
Oh yeah.
And I'm enjoying my Switch so far. But yeah, I hope that fucking they release Animal Crossing, Monster Hunter, you know what I mean? Some new shit like that on the fucking Switch. All this stuff
You're
is
gonna play
available to me now.
Splatoon.
Oh, well,
Two.
Splatoon as well.
Yay, Splatoon.
I'm also gonna go through and beat Mario Kart 8 all over again and give them
Yeah.
more of my money for that game because I actually was watching more shit. Not to go off because I'm pretty sure we could probably talk about Zelda even more. Probably talk about Zelda for the next 3 hours.
Yeah.
But the fucking I watched more in the battle mode for the Mario Kart stuff, and I'm actually like, what the fuck? They have like this fucking renegade mode or some shit like that, where it's kind of like you put your like people like if you get caught, you get in a cage or something, and you have to have one person release you. It just looks like fun. It looks like fun I would have had when I was 8 years old, and I want to play it. You know?
Yeah.
So I'm super stoked. Like corresponding with Zelda, like or in relevance to Zelda, like I feel like now that I'm blown away at the scale of this map and shit, and that Nintendo can actually do this. God damn, they're gonna do some sick ass games.
Yes. And we were kind of saying when Zorado was around that we had those moments where, you know, we're like, hey, you know, we'll just play this for an hour. And then it just turns into like fucking 12 hours, you know? Like,
Yeah.
you look at the
Cwiet
clock.
was like,
Yeah, I actually saw the sun rise. Like I was playing, I thought I was like playing till midnight. I'm like, okay, I think I'm done. And I look out, and I'm like, holy shit, the sun's out. Oh my god, what the fuck? I need to put this down. I need to not play this for a day because it's unhealthy for me right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like it doesn't feel like a task either.
Yeah,
Like-
it's like I don't know, it's addicting actually. Just
is addicting.
going around and looking for shit to do.
Yeah.
Finding shrines and like finding materials and just, I don't know, just going around and exploring and shit. It's just so much fun.
Yeah.
I do want to say that, you know, like, kind of mentioned this earlier too. It does, you know, take some things from a lot of games that we see today. Like, especially when you're climbing up the tower. It just solely reminds me of fucking Far Cry.
Yeah.
You
That's actually something he said too.
but Far Cry actually took that from Assassin's Creed.
Oh, did it?
Well,
Which probably
mean-
took that from some like fucking games are borrowing.
Yeah,
How many more games have you seen Z targeting since it was on the 64?
I mean, freaking Kingdom Hearts pretty much referenced Ocarina of Time, so there's that.
Well, like that's how games kind of evolve, though.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, like, and Anuma even said that he's like, "Yo, I didn't think he would actually admit, or like not admit. That sounds like
Address it.
Address, yeah. I didn't think he would actually address it, but I was reading a lot of interviews, and one of them he was just like, "Yo, I was playing a lot of Skyrim, I was playing a lot of Far Cry 4, I was playing a lot of this, a lot of that, and I honestly, I incorporated a lot of those parts of those games that I really enjoyed into Breath of the Wild. You know what I mean? Like obviously the paraglider, climbing up towers, objective points, which if I may add,
Physics.
in this
Physics,
game." In this game, objective points don't feel like a piece of shit because in Far Cry, that's like, oh, well, there's objective points everywhere. And you're just like, God damn it, now I feel obligated to go and do all this shit. In this game, you just do whatever. You can go fucking straight to the goddamn boss if you want.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And it doesn't say, hey, here's an objective point. It's on your map. Go fucking do it. You know what I mean? Or bug you with it. You know what I mean? It doesn't even show up unless you mark it. You can mark it. You can take it off. You can put it on. You
Kind
can
of be
put
a
fucking,
cartographer.
yeah, you can do whatever you fucking want with that.
Yeah, man.
Like, I don't know. It's just good. The best parts of like people were giving it shit. Oh, great, Far Cry 4, because people really don't like Far Cry 4 or like any of the new entries in Far Cry and stuff. And obviously,
Far Cry
Assassin's
wasn't
Creed.
good pre-3. Far Cry 4 is all right.
Well,
People are
I actually hear
fucking
the
babies.
obvious, but I hear not the obvious. I hear the opposite. But it's obvious to me that the best parts of those games are in Breath of the Wild. I enjoyed going around and fucking climbing shit and paragliding and fucking, or like, was it paragliding? I think you had the wingsuit or something like that in Far Cry 4.
Oh yeah.
That shit was fucking dope, man. Like jumping off a goddamn huge ass fucking like mountain and then fucking paragliding through is so fucking cool.
It is.
Yeah.
And like Far Cry, just like the old Far Cry games were kind of bad, in my opinion. Like 3
It's a
is
little
probably
janky.
the Far Cry game that saved the fucking like franchise.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
and and that's why all of them are so similar to 3. Like 4 is similar to 3, just in a different area. Primal similar to 3, and that's fine. Like I think people are just babies. But
Yeah.
that's not the point of this podcast, to call
Yeah.
people babies.
Just,
I mean-
the whole the whole point
No, go
goes
ahead.
back to like this Zelda being, you know, the game that takes a lot of elements from other games, but it's just done right.
Well, yes and no. I mean, like, you got to think about it. Like, you have like I said, it's all an evolution of things because like you have like what was I don't know. Obviously, you have to go into a fucking museum of nerdology or some shit for this, but like you obviously have D&D, which kind of orchestrated this like video gaming as it is today. You know what I mean? Especially in well, specifically in RPGs. And I mean, like Zelda and Final Fantasy were like along that same line. They were one of those like first RPGs where, you know, people when it was in people's faces and people kind of grew up with those. That's why they're so nostalgic.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, it's just like the evolution of gaming. If people are gonna bitch about it, I mean, I can empathize with them, but I mean, I bitch about shit like that too. But it's just that's how games evolve. I mean, that's how Zelda evolved. That's how Final Fantasies evolved. That's how all these RPGs have evolved. I mean, Skyrim is obviously critically acclaimed. You know what I mean? Is like what one of the best fucking RPGs, and like that game is literally a fucking old school RPG in 3D form.
And that's why it's the most popular Elder Scrolls, and that's why they keep remaking it.
Yep.
And it's not like they're doing ground-breaking mechanics, new shit that you've never seen. Do you fight a fucking dragon with an axe? And it's the coolest shit. You know what I mean? Like that shit's been.
Wasn't that cool?
Yeah, and it wasn't even that. It was janky as fuck.
But people loved it.
But it was so fucking cool. You know what I mean? Like, by this case, I get where people are coming from, but get over it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that's kind of sums up my thing with Breath, man. Like, there's a reason why the reviews are that good. I don't know about the story. I'll withhold on
And
that.
I think the fact that all the some of the previous Zeldas have reviewed pretty low, and the last few we've gotten were just remakes.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I've played all of them, and like this one is like it's really different and it's really fresh and it's like it feels new. Like I don't know how the rest of the game will be. Maybe I'll be like come back next time and be like, yeah, that game sucks. Don't buy it. Neo. But like
I like Neo.
Neo was good. I'm just fucking around. I can actually get into that.
It's not Dark Souls though.
Hawk watched us do New Game Plus as well.
Oh yeah.
I've heard a lot of people, not just you, Todd. Everyone's like, yeah, New Game Plus is just cheap. It's not even a game.
I can go into that if we want to after, but
Mhm.
fucking it's up to you guys if you want to hear me bullshit about that, bitch.
Well, before you get into that, there's another Switch game that I need to talk about.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, is everyone done with Zelda?
Just one.
I mean, we got about 3 hours, so Zelda's really fucking. You know, it's really no. I'm joking. Like, it's good. If anybody's on the fence, I know I say that about like any game.
Fun
really like.
and it's
just
more
good.
Yeah, it's fun and more challenging than any Zelda game I've ever played.
More
That's for
challenging.
sure. Yeah, I think it's the hardest Zelda game I've ever played.
Yeah. It kind of gets into your face if you're not too careful.
Yeah, and I really enjoy it. That's all I have to say about it.
Yeah.
I would honestly go out to say, if you're not really into modern console gaming, but you want to play it, that picking up a Wii U has a big enough back catalog that picking up a Wii U for Zelda, you'd still have like a handful of games you could check out that are also very worth it. I mean, Bayo 2's on there. You got fucking Splatoon, Smash, Mario Kart, not Star Fox Zero. Fuck that game. Super Mario Maker, if you're into that. There are games on the Wii U now, if you're buying it as like a concise library that's never going to grow. And those things are going to go on sale. So,
yeah,
I think now is probably the best time to get a Wii U.
When it's dead.
when it's dead, and when you can fucking get sales on games and
Tropical Freeze,
last gen shit. It's just like
it also plays Wii games in case anyone else.
Yeah, it also has the Wii back catalog as well.
Yep.
So if you really need an excuse to play the Zelda, you don't have to get a Switch.
Yeah.
But if you like fucking badass rhythm games, there's this rhythm game I've been playing on the Switch called Voez. Is that what it is? Dude, I don't even know what it's called, and I've played like fucking VOEZ. It's a port from a mobile game or tablet game that was in Japan, and it came out recently. And you know me, I always talk about Hatsune Miku Project Diva, which Todd's actually been getting a lot better at, and rhythm games because they're really fun to me. Like I guess it's my musical background or whatnot, but I really like it. And this one. And I've tried other ones, right? Other tapping rhythm games. I'm not really into Osu, because it's just a bunch of mouse movement. I don't really feel the music to it, you know. I didn't like that Love Live one that a lot of people play.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't really get into that one, but this one's really neat. Like the visuals in it are really nice, and it has some neat different things that set it apart from other rhythm games I played. So of course you're tapping at like the bottom of a screen as notes fall from the top, and there's like I think a few different notes. There's the regular notes that you just tap. There's the hold notes where you have to tap and hold it down for the entire duration, and there's blue notes that you have to swipe. So you have to sometimes swipe left or right, and then there's also like these white notes which are really cool where you they'll come down, but they'll be really fast, and instead of having to tap them all individually, you can just slide your finger along them, so you can do like these neat little piano sweeps. Or sometimes when there's like a guitar scale that they're going up and down, you'll just be moving your finger up and down, and it feels really cool. And it has a great value for like the price. It's like $25, I think, and it has over like 120 something songs, which is nuts.
It's pretty fun.
Yeah, Todd played the iOS version because I was talking up a storm about it, but yeah. I wish.
I think it's free on iOS too.
Yeah, but
so you can like try it out.
Yeah, but you don't get all the songs right away. But they run you through a tutorial, and they let you do like a handful of songs every week, and then they switch it out. But if you buy the Switch version, you just get all the songs right away. And I can't imagine playing it on like an iPhone, because that's a really tiny screen.
Yeah, well, it's something for you to do.
Like, yeah, well, it's also like a way to test it out if you're not sure about spending the
give an idea. It's also on Android. It's also on Android, but it's really good.
If you have an iPad, I think you can do that too.
When I was looking up videos on it before purchasing it, I was like, rhythm game. I'm interested. Let's see what this looks like. All the videos I saw were people playing on an iPad. So it was really neat. And those people are crazy, because like the first videos that pop up are like hardest song in Boaz, ultra perfect combo, a bajillion points. And I'm like, oh. And then I watch these people like literally, like Todd's always like talking about doing the spider. Well, this game, you literally have to do the spider sometimes.
This guy literally put his tarantula on the iPad and played the game.
Yeah. But no, it's really cool. It has a nice variety of music. There's like some clubby dubstep type music. There's some anime outro sounding music. There's just some piano music that sounds like some silent film, like silent film comedy music. It's pretty good. A lot of piano stuff. Apparently, I was informed when I streamed it today that these people have made other rhythm games in the past, but this one's really good. The only thing is you can't play it on your TV on the Switch, but it makes sense because you need to tap the screen. And you need to see this whole screen. Like if I was looking at a TV, I couldn't do it. Like if I was like looking at the TV and then had to tap down there, no, dude, you need to see, because they're moving left and right. Because it's not like Guitar Hero where all the buttons are in the same place. The visuals are moving with the music. So like you ever see those the music visualizers where the bars are going up and down?
Yeah.
For like bass and stuff. Sometimes the screen's doing that, and you'll see the tracks, and you really get into the music.
Them slide notes.
Yeah.
Oh, and then when the hold notes, some of the hold notes you have to drag slowly with the music with like one finger, and they'll have you like doing the melody with the other. Man, it's stuff.
Yeah, I fucking hate dubstep, but doing a slide note thing with the fucking dubstep shit on that game, I was like, yeah, dude, maybe I should become a DJ.
And I'm only playing on the quote unquote hard difficulty, but the hardest difficulty is called special, because you have to be something special to play on that shit, dude. That's fucking nuts. But yeah, it's real fun, and it's different than Project Diva, because you can't fail a song. Like there's never going to be a point it's like, oh, you missed 1,000 notes. Game over.
There's no life bar.
There's no life bar, which I think is neat. Like it kind of makes you feel good, because no matter what, when you finish a song, you'll always at least get a C, which in American grading is a pass. Like, okay, even if I don't push anything, you'll get a C, or you just push like one thing. It's kind of funny. So I aim to get a B, because that means I beat it for me. But it's really neat. And there is some lenience there, because there have been notes that I'm like, I didn't hit that, and it kept my combo going, because I guess I hit it close enough. But that prevents me from getting a perfect combo. because there's like perfect combo and full combo, but it's a good rhythm game, and it's probably I think now it's my most played game on the Switch because I haven't been playing Breath because I've been too busy playing another game called Nier Automata, and I'm pretty much just going into my week.
Yeah.
So that game's. Listen, I've only played a few hours of that game. That game does some stuff. So Nier Automata is a sequel to an old 360 PS3 game called Nier, which is in the Drakengard series, directed by Yoko Taro, who's a fucking crazy man. He's so crazy, he requests that how's the story go? So the demo for Nier Automata comes out. People are going crazy over 2B's ass. So he tweets out something along the lines of like, it is come to my attention that there is a lot of like graphic art of my character's rear end. I demand that a zip folder be provided weekly or whatever for it. And now there's a Twitter called 2B's Butts Weekly Zip on Twitter, and Yoko Taro follows that. It's pretty funny. He's a crazy guy. He's kind of a troll, but that game's really good. The combat is designed by Platinum, so you got some. It's this nice middle ground and character action game where if you're not like crazy, you don't need to be crazy good at execution to feel like you're doing cool shit. But if you want to dive in there, you can do some pretty neat stuff where you cancel like you can kind of FADC, right? Because you can dodge out of almost any of your moves. So if you do a jump triangle move, you'll do like a launcher, but you can cancel that into a dash, and the person will still get launched up because they get hit by the attack, the first part of the attack, but then you'll still be grounded, so that person's in the air, and you can be fighting other dudes while that guy's still floating, and it's nuts. And you can the customization's crazy, and the story's fucking weird, dude. I can't go and talk about it without getting into
multiple
spoilers.
endings as well, and fucking just.
Yeah. So about the multiple endings, people have probably heard there's 26 different endings, one for each character of the alphabet. Only 5 of those are major story endings. The other ones are like joke endings, or like you did this certain thing, like you killed a bunch of peaceful villagers, so you get like the maniac ending or whatever. Basically, you get this little piece of text, like visual novel, like, and the whole village got haunted, and you can still hear the maniacal laughter of a crazy android. Like, and these are just like joke endings. I'm talking around spoilers, so if you're telling me I'm spoiling you on that, whatever. You don't know what I'm talking about if you haven't already did that. But it's a really cool game, and it's like it does some weird stuff. Like I'm still on my first playthrough. I know I'm gonna have to play through it at least 2 other times to get a full ending, to know exactly what's going on. But at the point I'm at, dude, there's a bunch of confusing stuff. There's like hints of like corruption, like in Chain of Command. There's hints of like you don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. And even the characters in the game are like, what's going on? They're fucking contacting Mother Base. They're like, yo, Mother Brain, what's going on? And that little thing's like, meow, 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 which basically means like, we can't give you any information. Dude, it's weird, dude. And it's a really good game. It's such a good game, I got it for Hawk.
I was about to say that, dude. You got me a fucking digital copy.
Yeah, because like Faka was like, man, I'm gonna play this game. I was like, I will buy you that. And he's like, nah, dude, I'm gonna buy it tomorrow. And then the only other person there was Hawk. I was like, Hawk, I'm gonna buy you this.
I was like,
so
what?
I bought him the game, but I gave him some tips. Do not play this game until you finish Zelda, because as much as you like Zelda,
that was pretty much like it's just
combat in Nier is so much better.
Yeah. I mean,
it's designed to be a combat game, not
it's an action game, so that's why it's
you'll go back and you're like, man, Link, pull the fucking 2-pound dumbbells out of your pockets. I'm in
the fucking wall.
No, there was literally a point in Nier where I was jumping up a ladder. I'm like, dude, I gotta stop doing this. I'm gonna run out of stand. Yeah, there's a lot of neat Easter eggs. It's very weird but very cool, and from what I hear, the story gets kind of mind fucking, which the original Nier I watched an LP of. It definitely was very mind fucking. So I'm excited to experience this. So
Yeah, well,
and
that just means I can't wait to play it once I'm done with Breath. Yeah.
yep.
Once you brush
Pretty
your
neat.
teeth.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, that game was pretty fucking good, and or still is. I say was because I haven't played it in a day, so it means I'm probably not gonna finish it.
Yeah. It's just.
I'm just kidding. I'm gonna finish it.
There's,
I need to at least finish it once to get the not final ending.
yeah.
I'm ready.
But, anyways, before we go into
That was my week.
pretty much, I guess we're going to our weeks before we switch on over to the Switch talk. Quiet, if you wanted to add your week.
You were there with me last week. It was just almost a week ago, actually. We played some party games, man.
Yes, we did.
That was
What did you think of it?
it was fun and salty at the same time.
What party games? What party games did you play?
I'm trying to remember.
Okay.
Party U, some Wii Sports.
Wii Sports Club. And we finished it off with Mario and Sonic go to Rio Olympics.
Yeah.
Y'all play that rhythm game? Because that's all I give a fuck about.
We tried that out once, and that was it.
There are bad rhythm games.
It's not bad. It's just very simple.
Yeah, it's really simple. And trying to remember which one I had the most. I think volleyball was the most fun out of all the
I think
games.
so. I think so.
You guys look like you were getting into that bowling shit.
Bowling was actually pretty fun. Yeah, that's not bad. The fucking golf turned me.
You were so tilted on that shit.
Like, especially because you didn't actually have the sensor hooked up. I don't know if
it was motion activated, so
I don't know if it made a difference, but
no, it didn't. No, I honestly didn't, because I play it fucking billions of times now, but it just didn't. It didn't feel any different. Weird.
All I had to say about that game though is it's like nothing like golf to me. Like when I'm trying to like putt, like I putt pretty gentle, and then it freaking goes like 100 miles per hour. I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
You're just not used to the physics. Just like I was like not used to the fucking Zelda controls when I first played like Twilight Princess or something like that.
Well, Twilight Princess is better than Skyward Sword. Let's just agree on that.
Oh, I mean, just
and the mechanics on Skyward Sword is wonky to you for sure. So it's kind of like that, I guess.
Yeah.
You gotta stab him in the chest. I fucking can't.
Yeah, I think something like that happened. I'm like, what the fuck?
That was me, man. God damn, that game's controls.
Yeah, the fucking, what is it? You have to like swing the Wiimote and your nunchuck like together or some shit like that.
I can't remember. You gotta fight. Spoiler. You gotta fight fucking Gira and Gira Shirahoshi, and you fucking stab him in the chest or something. And I remember just being like, all right, do this, and it's just like slash. All right, let's try it again. Slash, and it's just like, and then he like fucking kills you, and it's dumb. It's just fucking dumb.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I beat the whole game because thanks to Cwiet.
Yeah, I pretty much played everything except for all like the major fights, and I let Hawk play it.
You did I did the first half. You did like a good chunk of the second half, and I beat what was it, the final boss? Was it Demise or whatever the fuck? Oni?
Yeah, Oni, yeah.
Oni, we like to call him.
Oni-chan!
Oni-chan?
It wasn't a bad fight, but it's the same. It had the same fucking mechanic as goddamn the stab shit, and I hated it. It didn't work. It sucked. Stop giving me this fucking mechanic. Stab him in the chest. No, I can't. I can't do it.
Well, gladly so far anyway. Breath of the Wild doesn't do anything like that, so
Yeah.
hell no.
Climb the fucking mountain.
Breath of the
Oh,
Wild
it's
feels
raining.
Fuck! Well,
I can't.
That doesn't feel good. That doesn't feel good at all. Sitting there and just being like, well, gotta wait until the rain's done. Looking at my weather meter, just being like, God damn it.
You you're kind of mentioning about the environment shit. Like, dude, I got fucked by lightning like the first time. I'm like, what the fuck do you do? And then you kind of
Take
like
your shit off, man. You just got to take
yeah,
all
yeah,
that shit
yeah.
off.
Todd kind of hinted me in the chat about taking off the gear. I'm like, what? Wait, what? And then I looked at the gear, and then it showed all the lightning stuff. I was like, oh shit! So there's actually
Not to to once again bag on the spoiler people, but like I feel like this game needs to be like, yo, talk to your friends about what you need to do, like with stuff like that.
Fuck yeah, man.
Like,
I like that shit started happening to me. I was in like the second zone and like I saw like it was like thundering. All right, this must be, you know, thunderstorm. You know, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's not lagging me up. It's not fucking my frame rate like the forest of back there on plateau.
yeah.
And like fucking my shit starts sparking. I'm like, what the fuck? This must be something. I remember getting struck. I remember you could get struck by lightning. Let me fucking take off the metal gear, metal weapons and shit like that. I looked at my inventory. They start sparking in your inventory as well. So I took all that shit off or whatever. Now I'm not sparking anymore. I'm fine. But there's this one moblin that has a nice sword, and I was like, ooh, I'm gonna kill him and pick it up. So I kill him. The minute I picked up the sword, it got struck by lightning and it fucking knocked me down to nothing.
you should have just waited for that moblin to get struck, dude.
I should have, but like as soon as I went to literally as soon as I went to pick up the sword, right
You're
about to click
electrolyzed.
A.
You know when they're on the ground, they're still getting electrolyzed, right?
Yeah.
Because like some people were like walking up to sleeping motherfuckers and just dropping shields on their faces and walking away.
Yep.
That's funny.
Rolling boulders on enemies is we're getting back into Zelda, but
it's
it's fucking good.
just good.
It's a good game.
Yeah, it's a good game. It's a good.
Speaking, I was gonna say
yeah,
master.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say just like it's of course of course a given that it's it's a recommended title for the Switch, but if you're really wanting to go get it on the Wii U, go ahead and get it on the Wii U. Don't worry about it.
I heard it was pretty good on Wii U as well.
Yeah, Zawarudo said pretty much.
Zawarudo said it's backwards. That it runs like shit on the tablet.
On the tablet.
No, like you know how it runs better when you're in handheld mode, than on TV for the Switch. Well, on the Wii U, it runs better on the TV than it does in handheld mode. So it's just reversed.
I think it's just because the Switch is a tablet, so it's like a little more direct. But with the Wii U, it's like I don't know, it's like two separate things.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like
it has to send it through the fucking.
Yeah, it's gonna like send a
signal.
Yeah, it's gonna send a signal through to the tablet and shit like that. But yeah, I mean with the Switch, obviously it's already a tablet itself, so there's no problem with that. But yeah, anyways, it's a very 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 awesome launch title. Although, I mean, there aren't any other titles for the Switch, but
Here, let me open up the.
I know, I'm just fucking.
Let me
around.
open up
Fast Racing RMX, which none of us is probably gonna play, and yeah,
I haven't heard much about it.
I heard it's good, but it's just
Fast Remix. Is it called Fast Remix or is it RMX or whatever?
RMX.
RMX stands for remix.
Yeah, remix. Yeah,
Okay.
but man, I heard that they're gonna actually update the game and add some certain features, so it might actually cater to you, Ender, possibly. But I don't know. Honestly,
listen,
Mario Kart 8 is coming out next month, so I'm just
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say. I think I only have enough room in my life for one racing game at a time.
Yeah, same here.
Mario Kart.
So
8.
I'm probably just gonna get Mario Kart 8 because that game has a more robust online. It has a lot of racers to choose from, and it seems like a more complete value.
Splatoon.
We'll have a lot of fun with it.
Oh, dude,
Especially
I
battle
cannot
mode
wait
shit.
to introduce you to Splatoon.
Yo.
Have a lot of fun with that too.
So there's a bunch of Neo Geo games. There's Voez, fucking great game. There's Shovel Knight. You can get all of Shovel Knight or just Spectre of Torment. I still got to play that game.
Yeah, need to get on that as well.
You got Snipper Clips. I've heard nothing but great things about Snipper Clips.
It seems fun. I'm really tempted to play it and then have Cwiet come over so we can co-op.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind playing Snipper Clips.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's one two switch. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I still have one to Switch. I haven't still even played that shit.
No. Okay.
You stuck it in your mouth.
Oh yeah, have you tasted it yet?
Okay. I think it was Ender and Todd in the Discord. I don't know. I was just really curious, so I just tapped it out on the tip of my tongue, and it was like, so
It lingers too.
it stays. It stayed on my tongue for like a good couple of minutes.
So that's actually pretty smart on Nintendo, thinking ahead.
Yeah, because
Have you seen that picture of like Nintendo? It's a quote from Nintendo. It's like, we made the Switch cartridges bad so they'd stay away from people's mouths, and then it shows fucking SpongeBob fucking wrapping his tongue around it. That's pretty much what everyone does. Like, oh, it tastes bad. Let's stick it in my mouth.
Yeah, makes a good Kotaku article, I guess.
Makes a good fucking compilation of videos of people sticking Switch cartridges in their mouth.
Reaction.
Oh yeah,
oh, God,
fucking
Fine Brothers!
Fine Brothers. Oh god, we talked about it in the past. But anyways, oh yeah, I don't think I've gone through my week, but I don't know. Basically, yeah, Breath, of course. Oh yeah, I did play BioShock, the collection. I started on that. First,
How'd you like it?
I beat the first one, and I thought the story was very interesting. To me, it's like all about slavery and stuff like that, mind control and shit like that. And meanwhile, Infinite's all about like parallel universes. And people kind of like try to make a comparison or whatever, like, oh, this one's better, this one's, or first one's better over Infinite, or Infinite's better than the first one. I don't know. I overall, like, as it's kind of settled in, can't really say which one's better over the other. Like, I feel like stories pretty different, like the theme and stuff like that, the morals and all that shit, and the shooting was pretty much on par with each other. I don't know. I mean, maybe Infinite might feel a little better. I have no fucking idea because it's been a long time. But otherwise, it wasn't that bad of a game. I don't know. I mean, even though the shooting did feel a little cluttered a little bit.
It's an old game. Like,
it is
was
an old
one
game.
of the first. It's one of the first games for 360 I heard about.
Yeah.
And it was a new IP, and I think that's why people think the first one's so good, is because it kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It set a bar of expectation that people wanted.
Yeah.
So.
And it was completely different than anything you had ever played.
Yeah.
Like any other shooter you had ever played. And in the time, like around that time, you had like what, Gears of War and Halo and shit like that.
Hey, I don't even think Halo was out yet. I don't know.
Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. I can't remember.
It was so long ago. But
yeah,
still,
I feel
it's
as a single player
cool
shooter, like, it wasn't trying to ride on like, here's this multiplayer thing. It was like, here's a story. We're gonna tell a story.
Yeah.
And that there's something that set a standard. You're gonna say that every game that has like audio logs where people fucking talk, you're gonna say that's like BioShock? Because that's one of the first games that popularized that.
Yeah.
So you don't have to sit there and read the collectible.
yeah.
You just fucking keep playing and listen to the people talk.
Yeah,
If you played the DLC for Infinite,
I have not yet, actually.
yeah, I'd recommend, now that you've played them all, I don't know if you finished
Does
them
it come with it? Did the collection come with the Infinite DLC?
It comes with all the DLC.
I think it did.
I thought it didn't come with a certain BioShock 2 DLC because it
That was the multiplayer, I bet.
the multiplayer DLC.
Sucked.
Yeah. No, I'm still waiting
yeah.
for that.
I would play.
Nah, dude.
I would play the fucking Infinite DLC though, or Infinite again, or whatever you plan on doing.
Yeah.
If you could find time.
I would love to play it again, just to experience it, re-experience it, since I actually played that one during the time it came out. So,
I think. Sorry.
Oh, so go ahead.
I think once you go back and play Infinite, and get to the end of it and do the DLC and shit, and now that you've played 1 and 2, I don't know if you finished 2, but.
I started on it and didn't finish it yet.
Yeah. Now that you've now that you've played 1, I think it will be something you'll be like, what the fuck? I think you're gonna have a pretty crazy reaction to it, because it's probably one of my favorite DLCs ever.
Yeah, because there are some things from the first BioShock that are in the DLC, the Infinite DLC, right? Yeah. I kind of...
It pretty much
Doesn't it
wraps
literally
around
take
like a
place
fucking
in Rapture?
fruit roll-up. Yes.
Yeah, so it's literally in the same setting.
Yeah. I
The
like.
way it's done though is really good.
Okay. Yeah, that's why when I was playing the first Bioshock, I was like, oh yeah, this is what you see in the DLC. So yeah, I kind of pointed that out. Yeah. So and also you kind of see that when you're playing Infinite. So like spoiler, right at the I think end. Yeah, right at the end. So when you're like jumping through all the fucking parallel worlds and shit with Elizabeth. So yeah. But anyways, overall, I mean, of course, I feel like Bioshock, the first Bioshock anyway. If I played it the first time when it came out, it would have been a much different experience. But you know, I got to know the story overall pretty much, so it's like, yeah, it's pretty neat. It's cool. Number 2 right now feels like it's like an expansion, so it's interesting. I'd love to go back to it once I get a chance after I beat perhaps Nier or something. I don't know, but fuck, there's gonna be a Persona 5 coming out at the time, so I don't know when I will go back to Bioshock, but I would love to, but don't know when.
You'll eventually get to it.
Eventually, yeah. Meanwhile, yeah, so I've been playing Breath, beat Bioshock. So I think that's pretty much it. Oh, I mean, Cwiet did mention us playing all the party games together, stuff like that. Oh yeah, I played Tokyo Mirage just to grind and
Can't wait to fuck that game's asshole open.
Yeah, because as I reach maximum
Level
levels.
99, motherfuckers.
Reach maximum levels, baby. I'm super big, and I'm gonna just plow over fucking everything that fucking just runs into me. Yeah. So it wasn't that tedious of a grind since.
Yeah, that DLC.
Yeah, the DLC, you can use the tomes to level up your shit really fast. So it wasn't that much of a problem. It took me like probably an hour to go from, not an hour, probably 2 hours from level 58 to like 99. So it wasn't too bad. So yeah. Let me see. Oh yeah, I was like fucking around with the boost mode for the PS4. For the games that I have, it doesn't really affect it. Like, honestly, I think the game that affected it most is Street Fighter 5. Funny enough, some of the loading times are a lot faster now. Like the music
I load faster than anybody.
Yeah, I know, but it's
and I get malware.
Yeah, you get malware. But I don't know. I don't know. I gotta play around with it a little more to kind of make a better impression on it. But I don't know. It's neat, but it's nothing to be hyped about. It's like, oh, if you have a PS4, this will definitely help, but don't expect it to like, up the fucking frame rate or anything like that for every goddamn game, because that doesn't really happen, because a lot of games are capped at 30 frames. Anyway, but I think it'll make it more consistent. So like if you're gonna play like Fallout 4 on the PS4 with the boost mode on, you're not gonna really see any differences. Loading times maybe a little faster, but it's not really drastic of a change. Maybe just like a more consistent frame rate of 30, but that's about it. Nothing really out of the ordinary or nothing special. So yeah, anyways, that's pretty much it for what I've been doing over the few weeks. So now we can totally absolutely talk about the Switch itself. So
all right, before actually we talk about the Switch, I want you guys to know this is going to be my last time. I actually talked to Sean about this, but this is my last time going to be podcasting with you guys.
Well, unless the Splatoon, when Splatoon comes out.
Spoiler!
I might talk about Splatoon. Yeah, I might come in and talk about Splatoon, but yeah, this might be my last time. So you're gonna be a guest? Yeah.
Pretty much.
Spoiler!
Yeah.
How now I have nothing forward to be on this podcast for, to see the when the Cwiet character fucking leaves the party, dude. you spoiled the season finale.
Yeah.
But no, man. I understand. Podcasting takes a lot of time,
Yeah.
and you're busy. I know with like school again, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wish you the best.
Thanks,
We
man.
will be seeing you around anyways somewhere.
Yeah. It's not
Yeah.
like we can't hang
we'll-
out just
yeah,
because you're
we'll
not on
just
the
play games.
podcast.
Yeah,
It's
we can play
Liam.
games.
It's basically it's Liam.
Yeah.
This Liam situation.
Yep.
Yeah. But whenever like a game that you really like or Quiet really likes pops up, he might pop in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah.
All right, let's switch on over to the Switch.
All right. Anyways, who wants to start with the Switch?
I got the golden egg apparently because I don't have my fucking dock doesn't scratch my screen. I have no dead pixels. My Joy-Cons work fine, and my cartridges are red. So I don't know.
Apparently, I've got the golden ticket as well.
I think I got it for the most part. Although I had one desync with the Pro controller, but that's about it so far.
I also ordered through Amazon and got mine on time, so it's even more pro ticket.
Yeah, same.
Amazon.
So yeah, because there's an issue where people ordered through Amazon and did not get theirs like
That sucks.
on the same day. They didn't get them till like Monday. Amazon tried to make it better by giving people huge ass fucking discounts basically on it, like giving them Amazon credit. But I don't know. It's pretty nuts though.
Yeah, there's of course a lot of publicity with the launch like being kind of shitty, but overall, it's meeting its sales. I mean, I think it already exceeded like at least 100,000 shit like that on opening day or something like that. Don't have the exact numbers on me right now, but it's doing a lot better. It is the fastest Nintendo console ever sold, so there's that.
Duh. That's 7 ever sold. Duh.
But it's all right. It's not. Listen, I didn't have any like super big hopes for it. So for me, it does what it needs to do.
Yeah.
Because I bought it just to play Zelda, and it played Zelda. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I can understand why some people have frustrations. I'm not gonna be that guy who's like works for me, duh. But like there are some fixes out there. I think Nintendo's being fucking dicks about the dead pixel thing.
Yeah. They're not gonna
But
fix
like
that.
It's normal.
it happens. Yes, it happens. But do you know what else is normal? Replacing it when it happens. But I just hope that in the future they can address the Joy-Con issues people are having.
Yeah.
I hope that people fucking break the fucking thing so I could actually try to find jailbreak the thing so I can find a way to play VOAs on stream without pointing a camcorder at it.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah.
I see where people are coming from and being upset though, because you can't replace it. I mean, you can replace it, but you can't. Like, it's not easy to get another one.
Yeah.
That's the biggest
Not
thing
right
is
now,
like
at least.
Now right now,
Yeah,
this is
like,
in launch period.
people are like, "Oh, I want to play Zelda," and then like they buy a Switch for Zelda, and then it's like, "My Switch doesn't work. What do I do?"
I
need to
have
replace
Zelda
it.
and my Switch.
get
I
it.
put it in my console
but it
and
won't.
it doesn't work.
It doesn't read the game.
And I can't
And
get a
my console
replacement.
exploded.
I can't get a replacement because there's no more at Walmart.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I see where people are coming from with that. I think I agree with Chris. I think it's okay. Like, it's an okay console. Like,
When it works.
Yeah,
it's
when it
really
works.
good.
well, I haven't had a lot of problems. Like, the only problem I really had, luckily, is that the thing like really gets tied up with your other consoles. Like, my PS4 or something like that was like restricting it, or it was like interfering or something.
Oh
And it
yeah,
made
it's kind of
it, like,
sensitive.
The internet was not wanting to do what the internet normally does with the Switch. And I had to move I had to separate the
There's
two
a
children
lot of
away from each other.
interference, dude.
Yeah.
Like, apparently just like having your cell phone next to the fucking Switch could fuck up like connectivity.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
So
It was really tight assed about that. I had to move it to the opposite end of the fucking shelf. And it's like way out there now. But that's luckily the only issue I've really had with
Yeah.
it. which, like I said, is just lucky. I'm glad that that's the case because I would be fucking pissed.
One of my
But-
major complaints about the thing is on the menu you can't really like turn it off really easily. Like you have to like get up and fucking just hit the
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
something I wanted to point out.
Yeah.
you have to hold down the power button, and then that's like how you truly turn off the thing. Because otherwise, when you hit the home button, it's just like, oh, sleep mode.
Yeah,
That's about it.
sleep
It's like,
mode. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can they fix that in the future? Like, is that
Oh, they'll
able to be
firmware
fixed?
firmware update.
Because like I know like the major things I would bitch about the Switch.
What you can do though is like I'm pretty. Is it in system settings? I thought. Hold on, I'm going
Mhm.
through. You guys keep talking.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah. Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say like the Switch, the main function of the Switch, it does it well. Like it being a portable console, like having the Joy-Cons click in and shit like that, and docking and all that stuff. For the most part, it works. It does what it does, and I think it does a good job at that for now, at least. The only, of course, one of the only biggest weaknesses is, that library of games that people, really wanted to, look forward to. And also, like, the lack of fucking virtual console, some general apps such as Netflix and, like, other things like that.
I hear that's going to be a thing in the future, but not,
It will
not
be.
right now.
Well, it will
I mean,
be.
it is kind of like a soft launch right now.
It's kind of like a beta right now.
Yeah, it's pretty much an open beta.
Yeah. But-
Yeah.
The Joy-Cons, I thought were gonna be like very cumbersome in my hands, as someone who has bigger hands. If it's okay,
I don't
Like-
like it.
They do feel small.
yeah.
I
I
can't
don't like
deny.
it.
They
I have
feel
small
did-
hands. And
You
I
have
don't
small
like it.
hands, yeah. I was surprised.
I like them.
Yeah.
I like them when I'm like leaning back and I want to feel lazy.
Yeah.
I can cross my arms and still play the game. Which
I can
like.
put my fucking Switch on my nightstand and lay in bed on my back with them like at my sides instead of having like to hold a controller in my face. But other than that, yeah, I wouldn't use them. I don't know
I feel
how
like
you
I'm getting
use-
arthritis, man, when I'm holding.
I don't know how you
Joy-Cons.
use the dog face without getting arthritis.
Dude,
I actually
That shit
prefer the
sucks.
dog face. That's like my preference of playing the Switch right
Really?
now. I've played with the Pro. I have the Pro. I have the the Joy-Cons. I played with the Joy-Cons and I played it with like the handheld, and I like the dog head for some reason.
Really?
Yeah, it feels
Damn.
nice to me.
I fucking hate that thing.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
I need to get a pro controller because
will-
I fucking hate this thing. Like,
I would
ugh.
I would say that the dog face is a nice alternative if you want to hold on to your $70 until I don't know.
I would sooner just use the fucking lazy arm than use the dog face.
Yeah, I agree.
I would sooner tilt one of these Joy-Cons on the side before using the dog face.
I
But if it works for you, it just proves that, hey, what's right for me isn't right for everybody.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
an option.
There's a couple
Yeah, there's
of
a lot of
options,
options, I guess. Yeah.
It's an option, and there's a lot of options. Yeah, there's a pro controller, there's the dog face. You can have the Joy-Cons there by itself, or you put on tablet mode. Of course, there's that.
I do like
Yes.
them on the tablet.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
I
that
think
way
they're
it wasn't
comfortable
that
on the
bad.
tablet. It feels like a fucking nice. It doesn't feel heavy, and it feels like I'm playing my 3DS kind of.
Gyros control like shit in tablet mode though.
I
It's
Because
not-
gyro comes from the right stick. if you
Yeah,
didn't know.
like so if you try to do that puzzle we were talking about with the ball, super delayed because it's only like doing one. So you're like trying to tilt the tablet the way you're trying to tilt the puzzle, and it's not 1-to-1, so it kind of fucks up. But
Yeah, it's not gyro on both controllers. That's the one thing that kind of bothers me. But I guess it's because
I feel like that would confuse it though.
Yeah, it would
so-
confuse it because you could be playing it without the dog face, or you could play it without the freaking
I
tablet.
think it would break it.
But
honest with
it's
you.
better than nothing. At least they
Yeah.
give you gyros.
Yeah,
they
They're
give
not
you
bad either.
again, it's an option. You can turn it off. You can turn off the motion control to aim or whatever, and like Breath of the Wild and some shit like that. And I don't know, it's
Yeah.
nice. It's nice that they gave you the
Get used to it for Splatoon.
yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna.
Dude, you know what I didn't know? And this is gonna sound dumb because they showed it in trailers. I didn't know
Yeah.
if I jumped in the air and pulled out my bow that it
Yeah.
slowed down time.
Oh yeah,
dude, that
I-
fucking slow motion shit. The thing
Yeah.
is awesome. Man.
I didn't know, dude. Like
Doing
it
a
was-
paraglide and then like immediately out in the fucking slow-mo bow mode.
Oh, yeah.
Sick
Or jump
as
off your
fuck.
horse and then
Yeah, jump
do
off the
that.
horse. Yep.
It's fucking fun. It's really
Mhm.
cool. Another
Yeah.
nice detail.
Yeah. Especially once you have like a lot more stamina, you can like hold that shit a lot longer. Just really.
So
fun.
does
Yeah.
everyone here have the Pro Controller?
Yeah,
I do.
I do.
Oh wow. Okay, cool.
I love it. I fucking I love it, dude.
I really
Yeah, it's-
like it too. It feels really firm.
I don't like the triggers as much, but
I'm the opposite. I love the triggers,
Yeah, same
Like-
here.
like because they're buttons and they're not like actual analog. And I can see why that might upset people if they're like trying to play racing games because you need to feel like you're pressing harder on like a pedal or something.
Yeah.
But for me, I prefer like response right away.
Yeah.
Like, what don't you like about them, Todd?
I, like you just said, I grew up playing a lot of racing games. I like having that fucking, like the DualShock 4, like
Oh.
just is my ultimate controller.
Like
I
how
love,
you gradually.
I love
pull the
having that
trigger?
trigger. Yeah, I love having like
Yeah.
a gun type trigger. They're not bad. They're not bad triggers or anything like that. The buttons, the faceplate buttons, aren't that great. They feel like M&Ms that I'm pressing in, and they don't. They're not that great. But I like it. It's really actually surprisingly. I thought it was gonna be like because Chris said something like they'd be like Mad
I
Cats
feel
or
like
whatever.
I feel like the button quality of the face buttons on the Pro Controller do feel like Mad Catz quality, like in like the
Yeah.
material they're made out of, and
Yeah.
how. But it is a great controller.
I
I
love
really
the
like
fucking
it.
handles. Like
It is very comfortable. It's very
Yeah.
ergonomic.
and the
Yeah,
way
I
that
love
like
that word.
it's like I don't know if it's matte finish, but it's like some sort of weird texture on the actual handle.
Oh
And
yeah,
it's-
yeah.
It doesn't really get sweaty. It gets warm, but it doesn't get like sweaty. It doesn't get like watered up or like
Yeah, it's got these
it's not like
pores.
greasy. Yeah. It's got like these little pores. It's like I don't know. I like it. I'm money worth.
Have
Well
you guys
spent.
used the screenshot button any?
I
A
have,
little.
when I'm
I
playing
have.
Zelda, especially when they're like telling me to do something, and I'm just like they don't tell you when you look back in your quest log, so it's good to take screenshots for when they describe things every now and then.
I can't wait till it's a video button.
Oh,
is
yeah.
it gonna be a video button?
They're gonna add video sharing later. they
That's pretty
said.
neat.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
And yeah, that's it.
Now,
Back
What else
to the
is there to talk about
news.
with?
I mean,
with the
no, I mean,
Switch?
I mean the menu and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I like
future
it.
games. I mean,
Everything's
there's a
good.
lot of good shit coming out like in the next couple of months. Like,
Mhm.
I'm contemplating like getting ukulele for this. Like,
Oh
I know
yeah.
it might not run as well on fucking PlayStation, that kind of or on this game as PlayStation.
I'm contemplating rebuying all of Shovel Knight.
Yeah, that'd be fucking dope. Like, it would be cool if we could play multiplayer or something or co-op like that way. Like,
I
that'd be
think it's
fucking
only couch,
awesome.
but
Yeah, I
that'd
think
be
it's
great.
local, but that would be fucking cool in the future. Though I was gonna say earlier, the one thing I really don't like, which I know they can just fix in an update, is I feel like the dashboard. I call it dashboard because of Xbox, but I feel
Yeah.
like the dashboard feels really fucking hollow.
The music is not there. Like it's lacking the like that Nintendo finesse. I really like enjoyed it because the music is kind of like some of them are subtle. I don't know. I mean, I really like the Wii Shop music theme. I don't know. It's like it's got that like elevator music feel to it, but it's like very very catchy at the same time. But otherwise, for the Switch, it's just very quiet. There's nothing going on.
Like, well,
I
now
think
that
it's
you guys
just
said that
straightforward.
earlier, I think you said that earlier about the beta, like a beta kind of phase for this.
Yeah.
They're gonna inevitably update it. Like, I feel like
Oh,
they're
yeah.
going to update it more. I would hope that they updated it. Like, I'm not necessarily a social person, but I loved like the Wii U's like the way it was all set up because you had like random fucking people like in different groups playing different games, and they'd be like Miiverse post. It just it felt very alive for being such.
what
a big
is
console.
fucking Splatoon gonna be without Miiverse?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I hope they bring that kind of shit in because I think that was a very nice touch to the Wii U. And like I said, that's my biggest thing, even though it's very petty. It just feels hollow.
Yeah.
Dashboard feels hollow. It just feels like a fucking like a client of some
Well,
sort.
you know what? If you don't say at least one negative thing, they'll think you just got paid to give it a good review.
It sucks.
But But yeah, what is it? The dock itself is, yeah, it's pretty neat. You can kind of like organize your cables or
Oh.
whatever.
Oh right, the dock.
Get a screen protector.
Oh yeah, get
Get a screen. Yeah, definitely get a screen protector. The dock isn't being sold anymore on the Nintendo site.
No, they put it back up.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
You know what's funny is I looked inside my dock because I wasn't having an issue, right?
Yeah.
And I got these like rubber things.
Oh,
that
yeah.
protect it. So like I think I've pulled mine in and out more than one person. I'm not slamming it in. I'm
Yeah.
obviously being careful because I'm trying
Yeah.
to line it up. But maybe is it user error? Have you
Probably.
guys
It
scratched your
probably is.
screen?
I
mean, it's
I
better to
took
be
it out
safe
a couple
than
times.
sorry.
I never scratched my screen.
I have
But
not.
get a screen protector because inevitably you're going to scratch your screen.
Yeah.
Like
It's made out of
over some amount of
plastic.
time.
It's made out of plastic. It's better to get a screen protector. I mean, if you're gonna put
It
that
might
in
be
your pocket-
glass. Though.
No, it's plastic. It's been.
Oh, is it
confirmed
plastic?
it's
Okay.
Plastic. Yeah.
Well, I
It's
ordered.
designed that way because if children play with it and then freaking they drop it,
Oh yeah,
and
they
it shatters.
shatters. Yeah.
It's not gonna hurt any kids.
Well, listen, a screen protector ain't gonna protect me when I'm playing my fucking rhythm game and I'm tapping the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there was literally
No,
a
but
point
it's
last
pretty
night where I was.
sensitive though. Like,
Mhm.
I feel like you could tap lightly and it'd be fine. The biggest thing with the screen protector is just not having, like, over time you're gonna be docking it in, docking it out, that kind of shit. You don't want the scratches, whatever.
Gross.
You're not gonna be able to fucking exactly. Don't want
Yeah.
that switch herps.
It will have some wear and tear as you do those kinds of actions over time.
And then I'll never be able to transfer all my saves.
For now.
Yeah.
As of right now, yeah.
Remember
That's
all
what they
that
said
work
in their thing.
Zelda? Bye.
Oh, you replace your console? Well, sorry, you gotta play your games all over again. Well, for now.
Welcome to Breath of the Wild again.
Again. But yeah, like in their statement, it just says as of right now. So it may mean they'll update that sometime in the future. Like just like they'll inevitably update the menu and all that shit. So
I'd be content with just being able to move it over to a fucking disc and then putting it on something else or external hard drive type shit.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's locked onto that thing, and then if your console dies, you're fucked. So I hope they get that out soon.
Yeah, same here. And of course, we have to remember that the online service will be subscription based in fall. So it's a little reminder.
Doesn't
In
matter.
fall?
In fall. Yep.
That ain't that bad. We still got time,
Yeah, we still
Yeah.
have time.
Yeah.
and you'll have Splatoon out, so we could fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully later in the summer they're gonna have Splatfest as well. So that was probably.
Oh yeah.
Well,
some-
summer's when it's
parts.
gonna release. Do you think they'll do Splatfest right away?
No, it's gonna be like at least a month or two before they introduce Splatfest because they want to get people into it like they did last time.
Oh, Todd can try out the global
face
test fire at
flowers.
the end of the month. Todd.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah! Now that I have my Switch,
Mhm.
awesome. Yeah, I'm definitely interested.
Yeah, I try to get used to the gyro on that thing.
Why don't you just play Breath of the Wild with gyro and
I
and
did.
shoot?
I do.
Oh, how do you like it?
It's different. Like,
I like it because like it's pretty much like the stick is to like kind of bring the overall like aim, and then when I adjust, I just adjust it with the gyro.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly what I do in Splatoon.
Yeah.
It's not bad, but it feels a little like delayed. Like I don't know, it doesn't feel as sharp.
it'll be sharp in Splatoon.
Yeah,
It'll
Oh,
be
it
too
has to
sharp
Maybe
where
it's
you'll
just
like
breath.
you'll have to get used to it because the thing is in Breath, the gyro only happens whenever you're
shooting.
shooting,
Yeah.
but using it to actually look around is a lot different.
Yeah.
It's something you'll need to get used to, but it's definitely worth investing
Well, I
the time
hope it
into
is. I hope it is sharp because, like, I mean, this ain't bad. It's just like, I don't know. It's not immediate. You know what I mean? Like, I could see like quarter second delay, maybe a little less. I don't know.
It feels a little more clunky whenever I use the magnet power or whatever, and I'm like trying to like swing it up and down or like some shit like that. It's I don't know. That
Wait,
one's
using
where I
gyro
can.
to use the magnet. What? You can do
Fuck
that?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck? I didn't know about
You
that.
didn't know that?
See, you learn something new every day.
Yeah, I'm like swinging down my controller down so that the box can like slam down and smash other boxes and
What
shit.
the fuck? I didn't know about. I could do that. What the fuck? Okay,
Yo, you
okay.
better do that shit, motherfucker.
I'm gonna use it as a weapon now.
Slam
Oh my God.
cubes into
Dude,
people.
that's how I've been
Yeah.
saving my fucking weapons with this damn durability thing. I've just been hitting people with rocks.
And boxes and shit.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Whenever you see those metal boxes, just use it as a weapon or whatever, and then
didn't
just
know.
use them gyros to like fucking fucking.
I'm just imagining you freaking Hulk smashing.
Yeah. That's what it's
Fucking
pretty much
gyro.
like.
Green Lantern.
Green Lantern. Oh yeah,
Green Lantern.
Yeah, Green Lantern. Yeah. I do kind of like that too. Like again, like Breath of the Wild is like all about like being creative with like solutions and shit like that. Like you don't like in the past, like it felt like to me there's only like one main solution for like a lot of the puzzles, but
Yeah.
in Breath there's way more than just one way to do it. So like whenever I try to go to a shrine that's in the middle of the water, just use the ice, instead of using the boat, in case you don't have the leaf on you.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
haven't really used the boat too often.
Yeah.
More because I don't want to have a piece of shit Korok leaf in my inventory.
Yeah, I tried avoiding it now. Now that I know what it's like to control the boat, I'm like, yeah, I don't like it.
It's not that good. The
No.
boat's not that good.
Yeah.
Like I figured out the best way to control the boat is to just have the leaf in your hand and just do like a swing like that. Like in that timing, you get like a lot of ground covered. It's just the control isn't that great, and it's I don't know. It's kind of a pain in the ass. You're
Yeah.
better building things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, yeah, the gyro control. Yeah, that's a thing for the magnet shit.
Oh, that's really good to know, man. Just
Yeah.
knowing that you can do a lot more than using the stick, I guess, for that.
Yeah,
It's nuts.
of all people, I thought you would know.
No, I didn't know because I was comfortable using the stick with that kind of thing. That's why.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like using the gyro for the magnet stuff. What else? What else about the Switch?
I think that's it.
Well,
Like, there's
Yeah.
nothing really else we can say besides it's good. It just
Yeah, the ergonomic is there. I mean, especially when you have it on tablet mode. Joy-Cons I feel like it's a mix with us. I'm okay with it, but obviously we have other people. The rest, some of us say not as good or whatever. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's about it.
I mean, are we gonna talk about Nindy games or nah?
If
The
you
only
play-
Nindy game I played was Voa.
yeah.
Oh yeah, nice.
I haven't touched any
Well,
other.
it's not even Nindy though, is it? I don't know.
Well, it originally started as a mobile game, so
Yeah, so I don't think it's a Nindy.
it's not
I don't
a
know.
true indie game.
I don't think there's any like that Nindy showcase. I don't think there was anything I was really that interested in.
Yeah, I get you.
As of right now, at least. But
Yeah. They have that.
yeah.
I think like that's a good thing for any
Welcome to
console
the Vita 2.
people to have.
Except there's gonna be actual games supporting this one.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there
dude.
are Nindy games on it. They'll just actually have first parties though, because they're not gonna compete with the fucking PS4.
Yeah.
That's where the Vita died. Vita's a great piece of hardware.
Yeah, just not enough support.
Nope.
Have you guys before we go on another thing, like have you guys used the what the fuck is it called? The analog or the dual god damn it, the fucking Twix bars with the wristbands?
Oh, fucking! I don't ever want to put those on because I'm afraid it's gonna
Alright.
get stuck, man.
Oh yeah. It's a little hard.
Saying-
It's a
what
little
they
hard
were
to take
saying.
off. Yeah.
Mine's still in my plastic because I didn't need them, so I don't know.
people were actually saying to like if you're like listening, don't put them on.
Even
It's
if you
like-
put it on
I'll
properly,
put them on
fucking-
right now.
Even if you put it on
What?
properly, it's fucking
What,
hard
bro?
to take off. It's
What?
actually really hard
My
to take
Switch
off.
is
This doesn't
broken
feel
now.
natural at all.
Yeah, people were saying that their shit was breaking because of it, and like I put mine on. I think the first day I put it on, I was like, oh, let me try it out, and like I was like, this doesn't. Yeah, I'm gonna break this fucking controller right now because I can't get this thing off. Like it goes into the dock nice, or it goes onto the tablet. Sorry, nice. Goes onto the dog ear controller, nice. But the fucking wristbands, there's something fucked up about them.
Yeah, man, just I don't know. Some about the wristbands just doesn't come off right.
Yeah, I would.
Right off.
If you're gonna fucking have like wristbands, it'd probably be a lot of money. It would just buy extra fucking controllers, and never take the wristbands off of them.
Oh yeah, I gotta say the NFC reader thing is really under the fucking stick or whatever. So you gotta like put it on the put your amiibo on the stick of the Joy-Con, which I was kind of like trying out earlier.
That's really weird for me. I still find that really weird. Like how does that work? Is the freaking reader right underneath the freaking joystick?
Yeah, pretty much.
It has to be.
It has to be.
It's nuts.
The one on the Pro controller is on the right in the top.
It's on the center of it.
It's on the center, yeah.
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
Right on the logo.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is great.
But yeah, well, right on the logo. But yeah, Joy-Con just right on the stick. Although the stick it is in the middle of the Joy-Con though, so I guess there's that. Otherwise,
yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But have you guys tried to hold it like it's a controller, like do the little individual Joy-Con thing?
I tried it. It doesn't feel bad at all, actually.
No, it doesn't. It's like a nice alternative in case like you don't have any controllers on you.
Feels better than actually freaking playing a game with Joy-Cons, and for me.
Wait, what?
Like
wait,
just the two Joy-Cons, on each hand. Like it feels better than that to me.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I don't feel like I'm getting arthritis, man. My pinky and my freaking, I don't know, my ring finger, it's just like cramping. I could just like feel it like cramping, and I'm like, oh, this doesn't feel good to me. But when I'm doing the one Joy-Con, it's actually not bad. I'm actually really excited to try maybe Mario Kart with it and see how that goes.
Yeah, like try to hand it to like I don't know your sister or something, and then
I may have two controllers technically now, so
yeah, but
do that. But
just try it out for the sake of like
just test it out, see how it goes.
out, yeah.
Or if I'm out, I could play that with that like that.
If you're out. Oh yeah, I have to say one more thing about the Switch on the physical side. There's a kickstand. It sucks. I don't like it.
It's okay. It's okay. I don't like that it's on one side. I wish it was in the center of it.
No, not in the center. I would say like either have like
cheap.
One on each side.
One on each
side would be fine too. Yeah. But the fact that it's cheap, I think it's designed that way because like there were incidents where people would put it back on the dock while they had the kickstand.
I actually almost did that.
So
there's gonna be incidents when the fucking like somebody like brushes past you or something like that, and you gently like you could touch it and it jiggles. You know what I mean? Like it's like
I don't like that.
I set it up on my counter the other day. I was like, I had my mother put on the screen protector because I didn't want to fuck it up. Guilty, but like I fucking set it up on the fucking counter, and she's like, oh, that's pretty neat, and fucking like. I remember like touching it, just touching the fucking corner of the screen, the side where the actual fucking beam is on, or the kickstand, and it jiggled, and I was just like, I don't like that. I'm closing.
Yeah, it makes me a little uncomfortable. I actually took some time to play it, like that, Zelda, and it wasn't bad actually. If you don't touch it, it's not bad.
If you put it I put it on my nightstand, like I said earlier when we were talking about the Joy-Cons, and just put it there and like just lay it on my side.
I would just find a
stand,
maybe
like proper
stand. Well, not only that, I would.
They
find
sell cases with like
like a case with a better.
Like I saw one at Walmart literally yesterday.
iPad
it makes it like do a fucking teepee thing with the case. So it's
cool. Or if you wanna, freaking support Nintendo and Hawaii, you can get that cheap plastic looking shit. But the benefits of that is that you can actually charge your tablet while you're playing games.
Mm-hmm. Or you could just do it like a redneck and just put a brick behind your fucking.
Oh yeah,
hook up a car battery to it.
Wrap a brick in microfiber cloth and just fucking stack it up against that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not bad if it has support. It's just not good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That kickstand is just like it's very situational. You can only angle it like one. You only have it in one angle, so it's I don't know. It really depends on how tall you are and shit like that, and where you set it and all that shit. For me, it's very situational. I don't know if it'll work on an airplane or some shit like that. We'll have to see about that. But for now, I don't like it. I just don't like how it feels.
I
It's
think
gonna be a fun toy to take with you to Vegas. That's for sure.
Yeah.
one thing I think
Oh,
we've
yeah,
all
that's
said
always.
is about how small we didn't think it was that small. I remember Chris saying something like that. Like
Yeah, when I first opened it, I was like, man, I can fit this shit into my pocket.
it's pretty fucking small, and
Yeah.
obviously the gimmick is like bring the screen where you want and then play with your friends, and like actually like I set it up on my counter. I'm like it's pretty fucking small. It's a pretty fucking small ass screen. So keep that in mind if you're planning on purchasing a Switch. The screen, the tablet itself it's pretty small. It's not terrible,
Yeah.
but it's pretty small. So you better be getting some prescription eyeglasses.
Yeah, or like it's if you want to compare it to something like it's about the same with the gamepad on the Wii U screen. Minus all that bulky plastic around the gamepad. And it's of course even like the regular iPad. It's the regular iPad's I think it's bigger comparing to the Switch.
Yeah, it's much bigger.
Yeah. So so that kind of tells you something.
But
So
hey, isn't the iPad like what, $600?
depends on which model you get, or what gen you get too. Cause like some of them are
Gigabytes
like
and
300 and shit like that. Some of them, like the newest ones are like like if you want to get the high end shit, it's like 700 or 600 or something.
Yeah, so it's like half the price of that. So
Yeah.
it's not bad.
It's not
Plus,
bad.
it has what, AAA games coming out. So
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
that.
yeah. It's got console quality graphics, so there is that.
Yeah.
Although like other tablet PCs are starting to catch up. In fact, there are already ones like
They
kind
might be
of,
catching up, but are the graphics like gonna be able to like?
yeah, and it's not like the fucking developers are gonna develop games on those tablet PCs
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah, the graphics will always probably be like, oh, it's supporting this new NVIDIA Titan 3. And I'm like, there's no game.
It's supporting my butthole
Yeah.
as I put it in my back pocket.
As I
sit on
bring
it.
it back to Target.
Oh wait, Target shut down in my town.
Oh,
I bring it back to.
Oh wait, no, that was Kmart.
Ugh.
well, Target's still around. But anyways,
Not anymore.
Target?
No, Kmart.
Kmart.
Kmart, I think there's still a couple.
Not
oh wow,
here.
really?
Not
Not
in
here.
I
bumfucky
know.
Kentucky.
I had a Kmart somewhere around here somewhere. I don't
Yeah,
go
big
inside of
ass
it because
sale.
I assume the people who go to Kmart probably like goblins. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, Kmart's are non-existent in California. I don't think. Probably maybe there's like one up in like NorCal or some shit. I have no idea. But anyways.
It's like a drug house now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a hideout for like a drug cartel and shit. But anyways, yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the actual console itself. Other than the kickstand and shit like that. So, but yeah, I'm definitely getting the cover case that will do the what is it, the
TP.
angling thing, the TP thing, so you can angle it pretty good. So, yeah, I'm ready for that shit.
It's probably a good idea.
Yeah, that's probably the best way to go. Although it will be a kind of a pain in the ass try to like take it in and out of the tablet because it won't fit into the dock. So that is a problem. There are
a really nice one, soft insides. You can slip it in and out.
oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It just depends on the case. Yeah. But there are ones that will like let you like fold it out as you put it in the dock. So you get like essentially like the cover of the case will just go over the Switch logo on the dock, pretty much.
Fruit roll up.
Yeah, it's a fruit roll up, pretty much. But yeah. All right, so I think that's pretty much it for the Switch. It's neat. It's interesting. It does its main function well for the most part. Just gotta wait for the games.
Play Zelda.
Play
That's its
Zelda.
main
Yeah.
function.
Zelda's good. The gimmick is true.
Yeah.
I mean, it does what it's supposed to do.
Yep.
But just
And
be
it
careful.
plays rhythm games for me. I now have a mobile rhythm game I can play.
Yeah.
I don't
take
even
that
need
to work.
Joy-Cons. I just
You can-
stick it in my pocket.
Dude, just take that to work, man. Take your Switch to
Stick it
work.
up my
Play that.
ass.
Play
I
that.
literally stick it in my khaki pants.
Yeah.
No screen protector.
Oh yeah. Gotta get that screen protector, just to make
Nah.
sure. Well, for the viewers, I highly recommend a screen protector just to make sure.
Nah.
Get a screen protector.
Get a screen protector.
Get a screen protector before you
You couldn't
scratch up
pay
your
me to
screen.
get a screen protector.
Oh yes. All right. So, anyways, moving on from the Switch now to kind of briefly talk about some other games, kind of on the horizon a little bit besides Horizon. Mass
Oh,
Effect.
games that are coming up?
Yeah, like well,
Oh,
did Mass
well,
Effect
how
come
many
out?
games are coming up? I wonder. We got
Oh,
Mass
God.
Effect. We got
did- it-
fucking Persona.
Persona 5, Mario Kart.
Mario Kart. I mean, I'm excited, but you know, well, what's new?
Battle mode, man.
Battle
I just want to
mode,
play it.
2
I just wanna play
items.
it.
Yeah, I just want to play it too.
At this point, I just want to play it. It's like, I don't know.
I was like the same way, and like there was like some video I saw. I'll link it after if I can find it again. But it was like some bullshit video about describing like what's new in Mario Kart 8, and pretty much everything's like, oh, I've already done this. Yeah, Mario Kart 8's awesome. But like,
Yeah.
there's these new modes for battle mode that's like it's reminiscent of like old shit I do in Forge or something for Halo, and it's like old school cops and robbers type shit. And it looks fun. It looks like a good time if you're playing, just like got 10, 20 minutes to spare, play it with your friends. Just looks fun.
Yeah. Let's see. So yeah. So we mentioned those games. Wait. So when is Mass Effect coming out?
End of March.
End of March. Okay.
Like 26th, 28th, one of those.
Okay. What else is coming out in the end of March? I feel like there's like a couple other games that are coming out around that time.
The Global Test Fire for Splatoon.
Oh yeah.
Nier
yeah.
came
5 is
out.
on April 4th.
Fucking, I think, does Ukulele come out in March?
April 11th.
April, that comes out in April.
Holy
Oh.
crap. Good
can't
lord.
wait for that.
Persona comes out in April.
Yes.
Fucking
Mario Kart 8 comes out in April.
Mario Kart 8 comes out in April. Injustice comes out in fucking May.
Yeah.
Fucking Tekken 7 comes out in June.
Early June.
June 2nd.
July is E3, so they're gonna shadow drop a bunch of shit.
June is E3.
Or June's E3, they're gonna
Yeah.
shadow drop a bunch of shit into June.
Yeah.
September.
If anybody
new
gives a fuck
Danganronpa
about
D3.
Crash,
Crash comes out. Dude, this
in June 30th.
Holy crap. Oh my
Yep.
god.
June 30th is the Crash trilogy.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
dude,
All these
this year
games.
is just jam packed, dude. You're gonna have to pick
Dude.
and choose.
Oh.
Blockbuster, where are you?
Oh. Well, there's
There are
all.
only hope.
Yeah. But there's always GameFly. Not that we're. Yeah. There's always GameFly. I don't know if anyone's
We're
still.
not sponsored by GameFly.
We're not sponsored by GameFly. We're definitely not.
Fuck
but
you, GameFly.
We're definitely sponsored by Loot Crate. Yeah, so go to lootcrate.com/hawk525 and type in the promo code hawk525 or 10% off on any Loot Crate, including the gaming one, including anime, including Hello Kitty and WWE Slam Crate and Halo and all kinds of stuff. So, yeah, I think at this point, I think we're all wrapped up for now for tonight's podcast. We did our first.
I'm playing Boaz.
Oh yeah,
I've been playing Boaz.
You've
for
been
like
playing
the past
Boaz.
3
Okay,
minutes.
yeah, we're definitely Ender's playing Boaz. So that's definitely the end point of it. So, thank you guys so much for tuning in once again. This has been what was it, the 43rd, 42nd, something like that. Anyways, you have any comments on what we talked about, stuff like that? Leave it down below, and always hit the thumbs up and all that good stuff. And oh yeah,
Hashtag fuck screen protectors.
no, get a screen protector.
Get a screen protector.
Get a screen protector. And if you're listening to this on SoundCloud, just head on over to the YouTube channel. It should be in the description box below, or description box to the side. to check out all the other episodes in case you've missed them and stuff like that. So, all right, we'll see you guys in the next podcast.
Peace.
Lois!
Last episode with Cwiet.
Oh, the beat's about to drop!